Hello everyone, my name is Brandon Thomas and welcome back to my Automation Journey series. In last week's video, I discovered Ansible's automation platform for the very first time as I broke down key features inside the platform itself, such as the Automation Hub, Automation Analytics, and Ansible Lightspeed. Now, within this week's video, I'll be shifting my focus to how automation is not only executed, but orchestrated inside the platform itself. And specifically, I'll be going through things such as job templates and workflows, as they are very essential to running and scaling automation across real environments. Now, let's say you want to write your own playbook that can install packages, sets up users, and configure services across your servers. It's clean and it's tested, but you're still trying to figure out how can I actually run this playbook consistently, securely, and at scale. Well, this is where job templates come into the equation. Now, I like to think of a job template as something as simple as a launchpad. It defines everything you need to run within an automation job in itself. As you plug in a playbook, you choose the inventory you want, you assign credentials to it, and select the execution environment. So instead of having to type out these long commands within a CLI, you can simply just let these job templates wrap that logic into something repeatable, shareable, and controlled. You could also think of it like this. If you had a playbook that represented a recipe, then your job template would be your meal prep station, as it's where your ingredients such as, let's say, your inventory and credentials are gathered and ready to go so that anyone on your team can hit the run button and execute it with confidence. So now that we talked about what job templates are, let's talk about why they actually matter. Now, job templates aren't just some type of convenience. They're essential when you're trying to move past the solo testing stage and you want to start building automation that other people rely on. Now, here's an example that really clicked for me. Imagine you're working at a large enterprise where you got devs, you have ops, and you have security teams that are all depending on reliable and consistent automation. Now, instead of handing out just a bunch of raw YAML files that you hope people just know what to do with them, you have job templates that can set those guardrails for you. So people know what's running, when it's running, and with what parameters are being used. Overall, the level of control you have is what makes automation enterprise ready. And it's a big step up from writing and testing alone on your local terminal. So now we can get into what workflows are, as now I think this is where things start to get really interesting. Now, I would describe a workflow as an automation choreography, as instead of just running one playbook, you can string together multiple job templates and decide how they run within a sequence. Now, in addition to this, you can also add logic to it as well. For example, you could say you have job A and job B. If job A succeeds, then it will run job B. But if it fails, then it will send a notification out or take a different path. What I really like about workflows is just how visual all of it is, and that you can actually see how all the pieces are connected, making it much easier to plan out more complex processes without getting lost within YAML. So for me, workflows makes automation feel more like designing a system than just writing scripts. And it's been a big mindset shift and one that I'm really starting to appreciate. What stood out to me the most throughout this week is that the further I go into automation, the more it becomes about designing for scale. And at first it was just me and a terminal, but now I'm starting to build automation that can be used across departments, reviewed by teammates, and tracked in real time. And overall, job templates and workflows are tools that help me take that next leap within automation, as they bring security, structure, and visibility to what would otherwise be ad hoc scripts. Now, before this, everything I've done inside of Ansible has been pretty manual for me. It's command line driven, while also I was running playbooks directly one by one. But once I went inside AAP, there was a huge shift for me, as this is where I started to turn all of that into repeatable, shareable automation that could be shared across multiple teams. And without further ado, let me show you exactly what it's like inside. When it comes to creating a job template, the first thing I did was select my project, then choose the playbook I wanted to run, link my inventory and credentials to it, and boom, just like that, you have your very own job template. After that, I then opened the workflow editor, and this is where the magic actually happens. You just drag and drop job templates, connect them in order, and define what happens if they pass or fail. So when I launched the workflow, AAP took care of the rest for me. I could track each step, view logs, and know exactly what was happening, so there was no guesswork involved. So you might be asking, what does it actually give you? Well, it gives you scalability, consistency, and transparency. And it's like going from running one playbook at a time to orchestrating an entire automated pipeline with visibility at each step. So today we looked at how job templates can make automation repeatable, and then how workflows let you connect and control that automation across multiple steps. Ultimately, it's all about moving from scripts to systems, and that shift is what makes automation work at scale. In next week's video, I'll be diving into role-based access, scheduling automation, and how AAP supports team collaboration. If job templates are what runs and workflows are how they run, then next week's video will tackle who can run it and when. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for watching.